Hi, this is Sherry from Sherry's Plants. And hang on a second. Yeah. Anyhow, today I have declared Sundays seed starting Sundays. So, I was going to show you some of the stuff I've done in the past. Hang on. This right here is Seminole pumpkin. I planted those a couple of weeks ago and it's up quickly. Only one seed out of about 10 had popped. I also planted cumin, which I've never grown before. Sea fresh lettuce. Now this one I was really surprised didn't come up because lettuce is generally, or either that or it is so tiny that I can't see it. And I also planted this limited eucalyptus trees. I planted a bunch of those. Now there's some real tiny things in there, but those may or may not. Oh, there's another one. So we'll see how that goes. Then in contrast, I also planted this, which is millet, and I knew that it was an easy grower, but this is a total surprise that I had this much. Now, the one thing I was surprised about is I planted quinoa out of the cupboard, and that one didn't take at all. But I'm going to try that one again. This is sort of a lesson. I think I'm going to feed it to our guinea pig, but it was a learning experience. I've never grown millet before. I didn't know how fast it grew, and so I don't think this is something I'm going to divide up and put in different pots. I think this is something that definitely can be direct sowed, but it's definitely interesting. So I have some really old seeds, and that's part of the reason too. I'm slowly and in Florida we're blessed with 2 growing seasons, or more growing seasons than most people. The lettuce didn't grow last time, so I'm going to try a different lettuce. This one is called Freckles, and I don't know if I'm going to use the whole packet. I don't think so. Just a few. And so we'll let that one grow. Now I know you can probably tell that my soil is dry. This is for Baby Boo Pumpkin, which is this one right here. This packet is from Livington Seed. I believe I got this at Rural King at some point. Anyhow, so I'm going to give this a go. And no, I'm not planting a traditional garden. You know, I'm starting a nursery. But some of this stuff is just curiosity, and like I said, my seeds are getting old, and I plan on putting out a variety. I'm trying to focus on foods. So with all that in mind, I'm sort of just going with what I have. The only way I can offer a variety is to do what I got. So I'm working with what I got and going with that. So hang on a second, I think I have another one of these. So that was Baby Boo. This one is Cotton Candy, another white pumpkin. I guess the white pumpkins were not popular that year. Anytime I see seeds that are less than $1 or on sale, I'll just pick up whatever's left. I'll grab it, you know. Compulsive, I guess, in a way. So the reason why I plant seeds on Sunday, I'm not a seed planter. I prefer growing propagation cuttings, just because I prefer the fruit trees, the berry trees, the market gardening style, on your knees, on the ground, in the rows, pulling weeds. It doesn't appeal to me. I'm sort of more of a container. I do, however, like the rows of, you know, more orchard style stuff. But I'm playing around with the vegetables. I want to see what's easy, what's going to work that's super easy, and that's what I'm trying to grow here, is stuff that grows effortlessly, you know, or is good. So speaking of that, I've got the Homestead Tomato, which I believe was originated in Homestead, Florida, and yes, July and January are the tomato starting months in Florida, believe it or not. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these Homestead tomatoes, and see how they do. I have not had much success with tomatoes in Florida. I think it could be I never got the seasons right, the varieties right, but I'll still play around with it because every gardener wants their tomatoes, right? So tomatoes is just something I left the pot over here, so I'm grabbing it. I was going to show you the soil that I'm using is called Lucky Dog. It's put out by Fox Farm. I'm not affiliated with it. I'm not a big product person. But when you start seeds, you're going to want a sterile soil because you don't want weed seeds. You don't want to be bathing along some weed seeds. You know what? I think I'm going to go back and plant all of the Homestead tomatoes. I think I already have. Okay, so and so I don't know if you guys have noticed recently how the cost of seeds have skyrocketed. You'd be fooled by how many actually comes in a packet. You used to get 50, 100 in a packet. Now, some varieties you only get 5 or 10 seeds in a packet, which is, you know, it's the times. So, but if you can grow your own food easily, it is a helper. So, the reason why I chose to sort of, I'm going to find a spot here, unofficially make Sunday seed starting Sunday, is because I try and go along with the religious belief that we should rest on Sunday. And to me, planting seeds brings hope and joy. So even though some might qualify it as work, I do not. So that's, like I say, it helps me be in tune with God and the world, and I'm not going to get all into that right now. But so yeah, I just thought that, you know, I know Florida, we still growing stuff, but I think in other parts of the country you probably be starting kale and broccoli and cauliflower. I think that comes up next month for us. So so really that's it. I was gonna show you my first couple of habaneros for the season. Look at these guys. This particular plant, isn't it beautiful? I brought it in, I brought it inside over the winter because I finally realized that peppers are perennial, and in a place like Florida, all you got to do is keep the roots from freezing. And yeah, I better pick that guy. He's getting wrinkled up. You can, and I've heard that some people even keep them in the ground. Now, I might play around with this year if I have enough pepper plants, which it looks like I probably will. So I showed these earlier this week, the Cubanelle peppers that I got in, which is in the sweet pepper family, and also the California Wonders. Over here, we got some tomatoes. I already put some tomatoes out on the thing. These are some kale, some prism kale. So we're gonna see how that works out. Thinking that maybe some of my animals, maybe this is something that I can work with. And the decorative, kale is a very decorative plant, so I really plan on doing a lot this fall with kale and kale seeds for the fall season. And so yeah, that's it on seed starting. Now I'm going to do another video on propagating. It's been terribly hot here, getting up to 95, I believe, for 3 or 4 days. And yeah, I'm going to turn my misters on here and get these seeds nice and wet and get them going. But yeah, so it's in a dead heat of summer, so I've been trying to get out here as early as possible in the mornings to do some of these garden chores. Actually, I've been out here every morning transplanting and moving pots and cleaning up, and so yeah, that's what I've been doing with myself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed stopping by this Sunday. And do you have any traditions in the garden that give you relief? Maybe it's a cup of coffee in certain mornings or days or whatever, but I encourage you to find joy and thankfulness in your garden. And I think your garden's a good place to ground yourself and be thankful for the things that are presented to you. Anyways, have a blessed day. Please like and subscribe, and hope to see you again.